Yeah, One Piece is just about a stretchy pirate. The animation looks weird. It's way too long. I know, you said at least one of those before, and let's be real, you've got that one annoying friend who won't shut up about it. But today, that ends, because I'm gonna prove you wrong and destroy every single one of those arguments. This isn't a promise, it's a bet. If you've never watched it, you're gonna finish this video wanting to start today. And if you already have, yeah, you're gonna wanna watch it all over again and send this to everyone who still hasn't. So here's the deal. Stay until the end, and if you don't change your mind, I'll admit you were right, that One Piece is absolute trash. But if I'm right, you're starting it today.
Alright, no more stalling. Let's address the elephant in the room. Over 1,000 episodes? Oh, it's too long. Okay, cool. Then explain something to me. Why the hell did you watch all 8 Harry Potter movies, all 9 Star Wars movies, 3 of which were honestly painful, and 8 seasons of Game of Thrones just to get that ending? Yeah, okay, that one I get. But still, I know for a fact that just today, you spent at least an hour scrolling random videos. Yeah, my friend, you say your time is valuable, and it is, but let's be honest for a second. You waste a lot of it on meaningless stuff. And that's fine. Watching dumb stuff is fun as hell. I do it too. Then you'll say, well yeah, but it's different, you can't binge 1,000 episodes. Who said you had to? Seriously, that's the problem. You don't watch things anymore, you consume them. You've definitely seen Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, or Chainsaw Man. Short seasons, insane animation, straight to the point action, no filler. They're all amazing, absolutely fire. But be honest with me, you walked out of that last arc or film like, damn, now I gotta wait 2, maybe 3 years? Yeah, same. And that's exactly where One Piece comes in. As a breather, and honestly, a solution. Those 1,000 episodes, they're there for you whenever you want. Oh, but it'll take forever to finish. Why are you in such a rush? The problem isn't that it's long. The problem is you think you have to rush through it. And One Piece, it was never meant for that. It's meant to be experienced, to be lived. My advice? 1 episode a day. No pressure, no rush. Just take it easy, the same way the story begins. And before you even realize it, you're not just watching anymore. You're in it. You're part of that world. You don't need to lock yourself in a dark room trying to finish One Piece. This isn't a race, and that's the first reason you should watch it. You need to learn how to enjoy the journey, and that's exactly what One Piece is, a journey. And honestly, that alone is already a life lesson, just the first of many this story hits you with. And no, that whole "it only gets good after episode 300, that's straight up nonsense. That's what people say when they either haven't actually watched it, or their brain is completely fried from instant dopamine. Yeah, like you almost clicking off right now. Hey, get back here, our deal's still on. And that was just my first argument.
And now I want to talk about the progression of this story, because this is where things get crazy. Oh, it's just an anime about a stretchy pirate. Yeah, it is. And somehow, it's still one of the best constructed stories in all of fiction. That's not hype, that's not fanboy talk. In less than 30 years, One Piece has outsold Superman. The fucking Superman. Do you understand how insane that is? That doesn't happen by accident. That happens when you build a story that keeps growing without ever slowing down. That number proves exactly what this is, a progressive, consistent, deeply engaging narrative. While Superman has dozens of versions, different writers, different timelines, One Piece is one continuous story, one timeline, one escalation. And that's where it separates itself. It starts small, a goofy kid stuck in a barrel with a big dream, classic battle shonen setup. And you think, yeah, I've seen this before. But if you're expecting fight, get stronger, fight again, repeat, One Piece breaks that completely. Because it doesn't just grow in power, it grows in its world. Every arc expands everything. New islands, all completely unique, each with its own identity. This world isn't just a backdrop, it's alive. The people, the powers, the suffering, everything has weight. Everything connects. Every decision creates consequences, especially in how each place relates to the rest of the world. And this is where the scale explodes. You start realizing, yeah, it is a battle shonen about a stretchy pirate, but it becomes something much bigger. Politics, systems, revolutions, all of it is there, and it never feels forced, because it's not trying to lecture you. It puts you inside the world and lets you figure it out. Racism, inequality, slavery. They're not presented as speeches. They exist as part of that world. And it's built so well that you actually believe it. You start making the parallels yourself. It's not Oda telling you. It's not Luffy telling you. It's you realizing it. And that changes everything. So you're saying I should watch it to learn about real world issues? No, not at all. But yeah, that will happen. It's basically canon. You should watch it because the evolution of this story is insane. It pulls you in and makes you need to see where it goes. And here's the craziest part. Even after 28 years, Ichiro Oda has kept the mystery alive throughout the entire story. You always feel like there's something bigger, something hidden, something not revealed yet. And that feeling, it ucks you, and it rewards you. Things introduced way back at the beginning, sometimes as tiny details, come back later as key pieces of the story. Nothing is random. That's what makes it addictive. Every chapter leaves you wanting more. You start building theories, going crazy, trying to connect everything. The million-dollar question, what is the One Piece? And honestly, it's not even in my top 3 mysteries I'm dying to solve. That's how insane this story is. If you're a fan, you probably have your own top 3 too, and you know exactly what I mean. But let me tell you something. The most fascinating part of all this is that this world only works so well for one reason. Holy, I'm getting hyped just talking about it. Because the third, and maybe the strongest reason why you should watch One Piece is the characters.
And this is where One Piece does something almost no other anime pulls off. It's not about the main character, it's about people. Yeah, Luffy is incredible, but the story doesn't revolve around just him. Every character gets their moment, their purpose. And the craziest part? I'm not just talking about the Straw Hats. I can prove it. The Yonko, the Admirals, the Gorosei, every crew from the worst generation, pirate crews from the past. Every arc has at least one side character who completely steals the spotlight. Every new villain, distinct, memorable, full of presence. These aren't shallow characters. Every single one has a past, pain, motivation, a dream. Some will make you laugh. Others will absolutely break you. And sometimes, a character who barely had any screen time sticks with you longer than the main cast of other anime. But honestly, that's not even the peak, because beyond great characters, it's the relationships between them that hit the hardest. That's the real high point. And here, yeah, I gotta bring it back to the Straw Hats, because at the end of the day, they're our crew. But seriously, what they have isn't just friendship. It's loyalty, it's trust, it's people who would risk their lives for each other without hesitation. And it never feels forced. You watch it being built, slowly, naturally, and before you know it, you wish you were there, part of that crew, part of that world. And that's why it works, because at some point, they stop feeling like characters and start feeling like your people. And that's exactly why, when this story finally ends, it won't just feel like the end of an anime. It'll feel like the end of something people have been living with for years. And that leads to the fourth reason why you should watch One Piece. There's still time for you to be part of this journey, but that time is running out.
Yeah, One Piece is actually ending. I know, it sounds like a meme. And no, it's not ending next month or anything. We've probably still got 2, maybe 3 years left. But remember what I told you, this isn't something you binge. So yeah, it is ending. After all this time, this story is entering its final stretch. And that forces you to make a decision, because for the first time ever, we're getting close to the truth.
what this world really is, all its mysteries, how it all ends. This isn't just another arc, this is an event. Millions of people have been following this for years, building theories, debating non-stop, living this story. And now, everything is coming together. So here's the real question. Do you want to show up after it's over, when everyone already knows everything? When spoilers are everywhere, and trust me, you won't escape them? Or do you want to experience it in real time with everyone else? Because watching a show after it's finished is not the same. You don't feel the hype, you don't feel the anticipation, you don't live the moment. You just consume it. But One Piece, this is on a whole different level. It wasn't made to be consumed, it was made to be lived. And that moment, it's happening right now. Right now. Be part of it while it's still happening. Honestly, I wouldn't wish missing this on my worst enemy. That's why I'm here, to convert you to piracy. Because One Piece, it changes lives.
Yeah, this is the last reason I'm gonna give you to watch this masterpiece. And honestly, from the heart, I know you've probably already watched or read stories that changed you. That's personal. But I really want to share mine. As a fan whose life was changed by Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, Brook, and Jinbei. And not just them, but everything One Piece represents. For me, One Piece started as something light, fun, nothing serious. And it came into my life during a really hard time. I used to think just like you. I thought the animation looked terrible, nothing about it interested me. But then my fiance introduced me to it. Funny enough, right? I got her into anime with Naruto, and she paid me back with One Piece. And no, I didn't even start from the beginning. Back then we didn't live together. I used to travel hours just to see her, and she was already at the Foxy arc. If you've seen it, you already know my reaction. But she was laughing, and honestly, I couldn't deny it. That arc is hilarious. Maybe it was the moment, maybe it was being there with her, but something clicked. Then I went back home and stopped watching. Months later, I got a job in her city. A tough job, low pay, high pressure. I was exhausted all the time. Fresh out of college, constantly comparing myself to others. Yeah, it was rough. She was going through the same thing. We were both overwhelmed, tired, stressed, far from our families, just trying to figure out adult life together. But every single night, she'd put on an episode before bed, and I'd watch with her. She was in thriller bark at that point. So much had changed, but that same humor that pulled her in, that pulled me in too. And that's when it happened. I got hooked. I wasn't just watching with her anymore, I was feeling it too. Seeing her eyes light up, watching that world, and feeling the exact same thing. And then she betrayed me. Yeah, she watched ahead without me. Don't even try to defend that. Everybody knows that's betrayal. But that moment, that's when it hit me. I wanted to watch all of it. She laughed because I used to talk so much trash about it. And now I loved it more than anything else. From that point on, it became our thing. Not mine, not hers, ours. One Piece wasn't just a show anymore. It was something that helped us laugh when things were hard. Something that made us celebrate every small win. Our tradition? New episode plus burgers. We caught up to the weekly episodes in Egghead. We cried. A lot. Then the anime ran out, so we went to the manga. Caught up again, and then went back and started from episode 1. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but that's what One Piece does to you. This is just my story. But when you watch it, you'll have yours. So go ahead, start it, no fear. Then come back here and tell me what you thought. I genuinely want to know how that stretchy pirate changed your life. And if you made it this far, you already know I won the bet. So drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the journey, new pirate. Peace.